Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Call hello Yahweh, Shimmy Awashai, Shimmy Kakwadash. Double honors, of course, go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone. Continue to push out this truth, all right, and break down these scripts. This is Nama with the DC camp, and lo and behold, some people are going to get offended because of this video, but so what, all right? So here we have Eve right here, and this is from the Griot staff, and uh, you're going to start seeing more incidents like this occur because, hey, it's coming down to the wire, folks. People are feeling it, all right? And you're having more road rage incidents. These Edomites, these so-called white people, hey, they're seeing their kingdom slip by. They're seeing their status that they enjoyed dwindle away. Their status in the world, and here it, all throughout, just in the world in general. To include here, all right, these once proud, look at you like, what are you doing on my world? That type, uh, and it's not a good time to be not only a so-called black man, but especially a so-called black woman, because you see the so-called black woman abandoned this, the black family as it's so-called, the black man in general, and this is a device by our oppressor, the Edomite, so-called white man, and she just jumped ship. Oh man, I can do this all by myself type of attitude. I mean, boy, she took the bait. When you get into this feminism bullshit and Gloria Steinem back in the day, boy, they couldn't wait. And it's like, who the fuck was oppressing you? Aside from the very people that you left us for. How stupid can you be? Well, the reason I say all that is this is what happened at the gas station down in Florida. And like I said, this is the beginning, just the beginning, because the so-called black woman's mouth, all these things, I mean, let me rephrase that. Her attitude as it is now, that was pushed on her. And again, this was to ensure that we as the black man would receive no rest. That's part of the curses. Deuteronomy 28 and 65, feet should have no rest. Well, what's included in that rest? You're supposed to be comforted somehow when you get home, but no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Not going to happen. So now, here she is. Now we're coming up on a time where, and I'm going to get these scriptures, where she's going to be feeling it now because she's enjoyed the fruits. She's enjoyed the programs that were set up for her to go astray in the first damn place. With the welfare and the government jobs, marching all up and down the street looking like an idiot, talking about they don't need a man, all these songs and shit. Like I said, this agenda was pushed on her and she was willing, more than willing, as a matter of fact, to say, fuck you. Child support, all that shit. When you get into it, the letter of the law and all this other shit, all these terms, not letter of law, but color of law, Salaki. Shit that just do to Jake that's not even legal. I hate using that word. But it's really extra legal when you understand the terminology. It goes beyond, and it's shit that's not even, use that word, legal. It goes beyond. I mean, they just do shit because they know nobody can really do anything about it. This shit that's done to us, that falls into that extra legal category. But anyway, let's deal with this. It says, black woman attacked by a white man at Florida gas station. A video featuring a male assailant punching a black woman multiple times has gone viral. A white man's violent attack, which injured a black woman at a Jacksonville, Florida gas station this week, has prompted calls for justice from local activists who say the attack was racially motivated. But did it really take much knowing the so-called black woman's attitude? See, they applaud it when it's done to us, because we all know that's a setup anyway. You know, they'll let them out for doing shit so they can go back in the community and, you know, wage their little war, raise these, you can't even call them men. And then they, in turn, become a terror in their own neighborhoods. This is that vicious cycle. Anyway, it says the assailant, Kevin Troy Williamson, was arrested this week. Williamson can be seen in surveillance footage punching 23-year-old Raymond McCoy, who was black 10 times on May 16 after allegedly using racist language toward her, she told Atlas. So let's go straight. Here he is right here. What? Sex offender too? What? So let's go on down here. Here we go. That's the first time it took me to Instagram, but oh well. Uh-oh. Boom. Bam. Boom. Let's look at that again. That deserves a second look. Boom. And there's a Jake right there. He didn't do it. Well, I mean, hey, you know what? Hey, you claim that, you know, you can do it all by yourself. Hey, you know. It says video capturing the incident you just saw without sound shows a mustached man wearing a green shirt punching McCoy in the face at least 10 times before he walks out of the store. All right, we just went through this. McCoy said that an older white man followed her into the gas station nearest to her home and began ranting and raving while using racist language. At one point she said he approached her and then said he had a gun in his car when she told him to back up. So at that point, I felt threatened, McCoy told news station. He put his beers on the counter in front of my stuff, and I slid them over. And at that point, that's when he started punching me in the face. See what I said about people being on edge in this day and age? Prime example. You have to watch, is it really worth it? But we know the emotionally charged so-called black woman, a woman in general, but especially that doggone black woman. She just can't resist the opportunity to show out. She goes on to say, I was literally shocked. After the first hit, you can see my mouth drop. After actually seeing the video, it's just shocking to see there was other people there and nobody did anything. Wow. Is it any wonder? But see, you did this, so-called black woman. You pushed the so-called black man away. You said we weren't needed. So what is it? See, when we bring in these scriptures, like we go to Isaiah 32nd chapter. I've got Lamentations 1st chapter, even though it's talking about the nation in general. All right, but hey, these are your lovers. And your primary lover was not us, it was Massa. All right. So you went running to him, call it 911. But see, these are the things, this is the time that we're coming into, and it's oh so satisfying, especially to me, because you're going to get your comeuppance, as our people, neighbors across the pond like to say. And it's coming quickly. But no, you go ahead and go to your lover. Don't worry. Don't come over here. Please don't come over here. This is hey, Lamentations 1:19. This is coming. I called them my lovers, but they deceived me. Yes, how did they deceive you? What did I say about Gloria Steinem? The feminist movement? Who did it affect the most? Who was the primary target of that? You guessed it. Ain't nobody else around the world got problems like we have. I mean, you started seeing it now on our main enemy, these Edomites. You know, that's Deuteronomy 30:7, with these curses being transferred over to him and the rest of our enemies. But it's beautiful. It's more satisfying to see it with these fucking Edomites, these so-called white people. Anyway, Lamentations 1:19. I called my lovers, but they deceived me. My priests and my elders gave up the ghosts in the city while they sought their meat to relieve their souls. Again, Ezekiel 16, talking about the nation in general. But hey, let's go to the. Let's see. Let's go to Isaiah. See, you you said F you. All right, I don't need you. But you're going to find out all this shit is going to dry up. All these programs. This is Isaiah 32. It says, start at the top, behold, a king shall reign in righteousness and princes shall rule in judgment. And that's something else you hate, because I can't put a percentage on it, of course, but a lot of you are starting to see your lover go down, and you're starting to see or pay attention to, some of you like fan your hands, oh, those guys on the street corner, not realizing what's going on. You're seeing a transference, a paradigm shift, if you will, and it's happening right in front of your face, but you don't understand these things because you don't listen. 2, a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. And you got some of that tempest in that gas station with them Edomite ham bombs. He said, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right. Let's skip on down to 5. All right. The vile person shall be no more called liberal. This is your daddy. This is your lover, so-called black woman. These are the ones that put in motion and set up all these programs for you. Anything to keep us from becoming a nation. All right. Psalms 83. These are these high-ups, the elites. The vile person shall be no more called liberal. I'm trying to remember what, because I had nor the churl said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy. Who's the biggest hypocrite on the planet Earth? The so-called white man of the nation of Edom. And to utter error against the Most High, whose name is Yahweh, by the way. To make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. And that would be us. 7, the instruments also of the churl are evil. What's some of them instruments? Child support. I mean, that's just outright fucking wicked. But it was because they duped you, so-called black woman, into pushing for that. Yeah, he's no good and all this other shit. Years later, you find out, if you find out at all, that she was the one responsible for pushing the man away in the first place. But Jake has been, since he's a mama boy at heart, he's been so conditioned He only believes his mama. But then again, that's part of the curses too. All right. Once again, verse 7, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked, devices. All right. To destroy the poor with lying words. What you do? You know that man ain't no good. You can do it by yourself. Hey, come on down here. We'll hire you. All the government jobs. I'm in D.C. here. Oh my goodness. That's all you see up in there, or them and gay men. Why goes back to Psalms 83. These are, let me read it again. The instruments also of the churl are evil. That's evil. He deviseth wicked device, a wicked device, to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right. And that's a big thing. That'll be my next video, because now they're setting up legislation. This is in Tennessee, where showing you the cowards that they are. They're like, all this wicked shit they've done to us over the centuries, and now they're going to hide behind this law saying, well, you can't in effect speak the truth, and thereby you affect the psyche of the oppressor to the point where they get depressed. They start feeling bad about themselves. I mean, when you read this shit, it gets you upset. But let me finish this out. All right. But the liberal, verse 8, deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. 9, rise up, ye women that are at ease, and you have been at ease for decades. In fact, longer than that, when you understand, going back all the way to the garden, because you are reaping the benefits of that action back then. All right. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many, and this is the beginning of this right here, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. This is the beginnings of that. All right. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. 11, tremble ye women that are at ease. Why is it saying this more than once? Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, because the pride of the Israelite woman, mainly Southern Kingdom, so-called black woman, but it extends to the rest of you too. You're all proud when you shouldn't be proud. 12, they shall lament for the teats. What did I say about these programs that were set up? There's going to be a time they're going to cry for them, because they're going to be gone, and this time is quickly approaching. It says, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, but that's going away. All right? That is going away. And you see so many of our people, we're on the line at camp, all right, and you're just looking at these motherfuckers just pass by, and this scripture comes to mind. It says, got where we are, Howard University, right? All right, HBC, hey, it says 1 Timothy 5 and 6, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, This is, going to that scripture in Revelation. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Verse 17, Revelation 3 and 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods. They got these government jobs like I just mentioned. They got the expensive car. They got the Mercedes, the Audi, the BMW. They got the house, and they got maybe 2 or 3 guys paying child support on top of that. Maybe. Some of them don't even actually need that, or, oh man, they making plans. They ain't got, or they, on that homo shit. But pride, man, pride. And it says, because thou sayest I'm rich and increased with goods and have need of nothing. I don't need a man. I'm independent. Mm-hmm. And knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked? What? Yep. Yep. And like I say, the evil time is quickly approaching. Quickly. Quickly. These prophecies are speeding up. Hey, so with that, once again, showing you the times. It's not much else, Of course, I'm gonna post this, but you've got the gist of it. A few comments down in there. There we go with the Black Panther Party. Oh shit. Anyway, that's it with that. So, once again, hey, there go Eve. Hey, your time is up. You have been a terror in your own community. You've raised these thugs, these pieces of shit, but hey, you said you could do it all by yourself. You are right in that respect. You have contributed to the destruction of our community. But you don't want to admit that. You don't want to share in that burden. No, it's all the black man's fault. Okay. Hey, so with that, hey, shalom.